Welcome back. A continuation of the lost sheep. Well, I will try and explain to you what I'm wearing. I bought it from Jericho in Israel, Palestine, different parts. When I visited there, I took along Jesus' path and I went everywhere, the Galilee. I had the fish from St. Peter that used to catch. I went everywhere, and it was the most extraordinary moment I've ever felt in my life. I feel everyone should have taken that trip, the first trip they make in their lives. Not to dwell on that, I wanted to mention to you a lot of things, and that's where we are today, at the stage where I think Jesus was trying to let me know and let everyone else know that He is with us and this day would come. Now, I don't know, nobody knows when He's going to come back for us, but what I can explain to you is that when I saw Him, when I looked into His eyes, you know how we have a black pupil? He had hazel, and the more I looked into it, the more lighter it became, like the sun. When He looked into my eyes, He was like looking into my heart. So I think He did take my heart, because I've been totally devoted, even though I was learning. And when I eventually realized where I was heading, and to let money go and greed and keep doing things and keep achieving things and keep buying and selling, and all that went away, and I searched for a simple life. And I think we're all in it today. A simple life where we don't have to stress. We don't have to be selfish. We don't have to be careless. We can care for someone, have a little bit of respect. We had lost all that. It's a time for realizing a lot of things, I feel, with this coronavirus. Anyhow, that film was produced by Simone and Brad. They were from the Australian Catholic University. The garments, I painted the stripes, I cut the pattern. The only way you could detect that it was a male was because of his vest. He was so pure. He had no marks on him, no freckles, no anything. He was just perfect. And even though I keep telling my story to people, very few believe it. The more I spoke about it since 2001, the more people, even priests and nuns, they're like, yeah, good for you, not believing. But it's true, and He is around us all the time. God bless those that believe in Him and have never seen Him, like I did. What can I say? Anyway, I will try and make some videos on the way that I came back from where I had left off as a teenager. And I started reading Simplified, the Bible, because you get confused with the Old and the New Testament, and it all becomes a big, but if it takes a long time, and it took me 19 years. And what I have to say is, now that I have told you about it, I will also say that Jesus is around us all the time. And you see, money is not what Jesus wanted from me. but it was my heart. And it's your hearts too. Devoted to him, and you shall have everything you ever wanted. Everything. All of my prayers have always been answered. And that's all he asks from each one of us. And you are more blessed than me, because I had to see him to get the full attention. But we've all been lost. I lost my way. I was focusing on money and all that. But did not go to church, did not take my children to church. I didn't pay much attention about religion. I just thought, yeah, they'll be fine. But this is the base to make our children strong, that in times of storms like we have today, it's the complete grip of who the Creator is, and that is the Father, which no one has seen. And I did not go to church. I had completely forgotten about everything, only occasionally. So he came to see me, to gather me back to the flock. It took me 4 years to be able to paint the portrait. 4 years. I enrolled actually, to do a fine arts diploma and an advanced, and passed. And it took me 4 months to complete the portrait. For 19 years I've been learning, and I don't think anybody knows enough. No one feels fully satisfied that they know everything. The simpler the better. But I wanted to learn all about him, to feel where he came from. It could have been anyone. It could have been Spanish, it could have been Greek, it could have been Italian, it could have been Chinese. Okay, he was Jewish, but he came to save our lives. And that's what he's doing today. So pray and believe in Jesus, like in verse St. Matthew in the Bible, the New Testament, 28:20, teaching them to to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you, he said to his apostles. And lo, I am with you all the way, even unto the end of the world. So, I hope I can be of help and light up your paths a little bit.